Okay, hey y'all, welcome back to another review live chess for the Baldwin Beautiful June. What is today? June 3rd, 2025. I forgot that fast. But yeah, first things first, let me know y'all thoughts on today's new episode. So in today's episode, Sheila ends up confessing to Deacon that she's been actually hanging out with Luna after all, because he was just saying how he was proud of her. And Finn ends up coming at the end of the episode to interrupt Luna confronting Steffi. Okay, y'all, I done clicked on something. Hold on. So we gonna start with Steffi and Luna. So Luna over here, she done walked in the lady house or whatever. Then she got the audacity, the nerve to say she changed. I said, how you just get through telling her she not gonna? I said, she didn't threaten. Did she threaten her? I said, I wouldn't say she threatened her, but at the same time, she basically was threatening her, telling her she not gonna stand in her way and stuff. So I was like, how you do all that, walk up in her house, then say you changed? I'm not the same person. I said, she said it one more time. She said it one more time. Then they said something else. What was it? Um, Hold on. I think it was Finn. What did Finn say? Finn was talking to Lee and he said something. He said he'll never forget finding Steffi in that cage. And I wrote down, I said, y'all better not show that doggone flashback. Y'all know that's usually when they show the flashbacks. But yeah, with Steffi and Luna, Luna was telling Steffi she owes her something. She owes her something. She was saying how she still want a relationship with her father. She spent all that time not having a relationship with him. The same thing. Sit up here like she care. She don't care nothing about that. You don't sit up here and try to murder her. You think she care about you having a relationship with your daddy? I said, girl, be for real. I said, no, you don't sit up here put that lady in the cage and stuff. Then she gave us some water, but I wouldn't drink it. I wouldn't have drunk it either. I don't think Steffi drunk it. But yeah, she don't sit up here trying to make excuses, keep making excuses, and that's what Steffi was telling her. You trying to make excuses for what you done or whatever, and you belong in jail. Just telling her the same thing. But she not hearing it. It's like it's going in one ear and out the other. But once again, she told Steffi, she said, if it wasn't for you, my father and I would have a relationship with each other. And she right, because he's still over there, like he be over here, he'll agree with Steffi, but I don't know how to explain what he be doing. But he'll sit up there, he'll agree with Steffi, but at the same time, he say enough to indicate that he don't necessarily agree with it. But yeah, they were sitting up there going back and forth, about the same thing. She wanted a relationship with her father. She was saying, how much more do you expect me to take, keeping me from my father? I said, yeah, she basically indirectly threatening you, good. But if you didn't know, once again, she's supposed to buy a weapon this week. They said on one spoiler that Steph is supposed to be get excuse me, that Steph is supposed to get caught in the crossfire. Now I don't know what's gonna happen. Then on today's episode, Ridge and Taylor was talking about Stephanie need to take a vacation. I said, no, she don't. I said, how many times she would take a doggone vacation? Every time she be in trouble with Sheila, Luna, or somebody, she gotta leave town. But this time they said that the lady that plays Steffi is currently pregnant, so it might be time for her to go on maternity leave. I said she going maternity every time somebody try to take her out on the show, ain't it? But yeah, that's what they saying, y'all. Now I don't know where the whole. I think if I'm not mistaken, Brooke now supposed to be in Italy. I don't know if they're gonna go there with Steffi or what. They showed somebody standing up there with a hat. They posted a video, but I couldn't tell if there was Steffi or not, y'all. But yeah, they showed Brooke and Ridge. They were doing a photo shoot. The dude Nick's supposed to come or whatever. So I don't know if all this gonna tie into Steffi or what, but we'll see. But yeah, to finish with Luna and Steffi, let me see. I already said Luna tells Steffi how much more does she expect her to take, and was saying how she not the same person. I'm not the same person that did all those things, and telling her she grew up without her father. If he had been in her life, then she would have been this and she would have been that or whatever. Steffi telling her like it's plenty of people who didn't have a father or didn't have a parent or whatever. They ain't go around doing stuff that she did, and she's still over here talking about Finn or whatever. And Finn ends up coming in at the end of the episode. Oh, also when she first came in, I think Stephanie grabbed her phone and she was trying to, I don't know, she was gonna call Finn, call somebody or whatever. She told myself, she telling her not to do. I said, girl, I would have been sent that text message or something. I said, don't listen to her. I said, you ain't supposed to listen to her. She ain't got no weapon yet. But yeah, I was expecting Steffi to text Finn and say that Luna's here or something. No, she just sitting up there going back and forth with her or whatever. Then you could tell that Steffi's scared at the same time. I said, you scared, but not scared enough to what was I about to say? Not scared enough to text him or call him or something. You ain't gotta listen to her. You ain't gotta listen to her. You ain't in no cage no more. But yeah, like I said, the end of the scene was Finn for them coming in, Finn Enzo coming in. What did she say? What did Luna say? What did Luna tell him? I think she said basically, Steffi trying to stand in the way of us having a relationship or whatever, and she wants him to tell Steffi that she's not gonna stand in the way. I think I did see that spoiler, y'all. Hold on. I think I actually did see that spoiler where it said that Luna expects Finn to get Steffi to allow them to have a relationship with each other. I know I seen the spoiler that said that Bill, she gonna try to sweet talk Bill or whatever, and it's not gonna work this time. Next we got Sheila and Deacon. So Deacon ends up coming in and Sheila was distracted. So he ends up asking her what's going on, and they were just talking about Finn and her grandchild, and he assumed that she was talking about Hayes. She was like, "No, I'm actually talking about Luna." He went to talk about how Luna cray cray. I said, "She cray cray too." I said, "The only difference is she been saying, I ain't gonna say she been saying because she obviously crazy too. She obviously crazy too, but she ain't been doing nothing at all. We barely see, when we do see her, she running the restaurant with her husband, minding her business. But yeah, she be minding her business or whatever. But yeah, they got to talking about that. I said, tell him, because I seen the spoiler that said she's supposed to be telling him the truth, and she finally did at the end of that scene. Deacon says he's proud of her. He was telling her how he's proud of her for keeping her word and staying away from Luna or whatever. And she was saying how she wanted to basically respect what they have and the trust and all this stuff. So she finally said she didn't listen. She been meeting up with Luna, and he looks so upset. But my thing about that is you got a right to be upset, obviously. But at the same time, you act like your wife ain't did the same. Your wife is just as crazy. I don't know. Luna might be crazier. What y'all think? She might be crazier. I was like, look, what they said. I don't know the saying, y'all. I was about to say it, but I can't even remember myself. But yeah, I was like, every time he talk about Luna, I'd be like, but you defended your wife when Ridge and who else? Stephanie was telling you about what she's done. But now you know you understand, but at the same time you still don't get it. At the same time, you still don't get it. They saying that the dude that played Deacon is supposed to lead the show, but I don't know if that means they're gonna recast or they just gonna take Deacon off completely. But we'll see. I don't know how true it is. I just seen it on Facebook, y'all. That was the end of the scene for Sheila and Deacon. Taylor and Ridge, they were just spending time together. She said her patient had canceled. Then the last time we seen her patient had canceled. I was like, I said, then the last time we see her patient had canceled. Well, yeah, and Deacon, not Deacon, Ridge forgot to cancel his meeting. They want to talk about nothing, just Steffi and Finn and the love they share. And then they was talking about how Stephanie needs to go on a vacation. And that's when I said they finna get ready to have the lady go out of town or something. That's what's finna happen, y'all. Especially since they saying that Steffi gets caught in the crossfire. So I don't know if that means she get hurt. I'm assuming it means she get hurt, but we'll see. What else happened? Ridge talks about Steffi taking time off. It was something else. Let me see if I wrote it down. I don't think I wrote it down, y'all. Hold on. I think for them, they were just spending time together, kissing, and he was just enjoying her. But like, if y'all seen, did y'all see the behind the scenes of, like I said, I don't know if it's gonna be Italy. It's out of the country though, and obviously they doing something Forrester Creations related because they doing a photo shoot. He got his arms around Brooke or whatever. I said, here we go. I said, here we go. But then the dude come, dude, what's his name? Nick. The dude come or whatever and interrupt. Then they show Nick. I think Nick had Brooke hand and taking her off, and Reese was just standing there. I said, here we go. I said, here we go again. They should have had Taylor had somebody else. But people was coming and saying they think that that's what's gonna lead Riz to finally take Brooke back. I was like, no, I'll stay over there. Cause this time she ain't do nothing wrong except defend her daughter that time. Originally she didn't do nothing wrong. But I said, oh, forget him at this point. I don't know the Nick dude. I need to look it up on YouTube to see it. Cause I know somebody done uploaded it. But yeah, I said, forget dude. He always over here. Then they said no. He'll get tired of one and go to the other. And I ain't see nothing about. I didn't see anything about Liam getting a treatment or anything this week, y'all. Now they might show it, but I didn't see anything about it. It was just mainly focused on Luna and the fact that she's going after Steffi. And lastly, we got Finn and Lee. With them, they was talking about the same thing. She was trying to warn him to stay away from Luna because she crazy and she hasn't given up and she's not gonna give up or whatever. I said she right because he over here talking about saying, yeah, she got the message. She know or whatever. I said, dude, you thought Sheila knew too. You assumed Sheila knew too, but you was wrong about that as well. But I said every time he talked, I just you hear him agree with Steffi, you hear him say, "Yeah, I know she's dangerous or whatever," but then he gets to talking about but this or but that, and she was like, "But you feel guilty because you know you wasn't around." He still told me, "Yeah, it's true. I wasn't around. If I had been around, she wouldn't this and she wouldn't that." I said, dude. Oh, he also told Lee, it doesn't matter. Nothing's gonna change the fact that Luna is my daughter. I was like, you and your daughter can get this. You and your crazy daughter and your crazy mama can go. Look, Steffi should have been left town. To be honest, I'm surprised they allowed them to stay together this long. If I'm being honest, I'm actually shocked that they allowed them. Hold on, it's about to go off. I hate when they do that. But yeah, if you live record off of StreamYard, sometimes it cut off the screen to turn black, so you have to tap it and then it go back on. But yeah, I'm shocked that they actually allow Steffi and Finn to be together this long. How many years it's been now? I was so sure that they was gonna either put her back with Liam or put Hope back with Liam, but so far nope. So far nope. But yeah, I was like, I would have been the first time that lady tried to take me out. She should have been gone. Then she found out that his daughter tried to take her out, and she's still over there. She got high hopes. But even when she talk and she say, like at the end of this scene, at the end of this episode, when Luna was talking to Finn, trying to get him on her side and stuff like that, saying that Steffi standing in the way of them having a relationship or whatever. Steffi looked at Finn and I said, she knows. She really knows that he actually does want something to do with his daughter. But because of her and his commitment, just like Ridge over here talking about his commitment, how you gonna sit up here and say the reason why you with Taylor is because of the commitment you made and because you heard it so many times ever since y'all been younger, some type of way he put it. I said, you ain't supposed to say that. You supposed to say, you the only one for me. You know what they be saying, y'all. You the only one for me or whatever. But no. But that's it, y'all. Let me make sure. Luna's still talking about she not the same person. Deacon says he's proud of Sheila. Yeah, that's everything. Now I gotta watch General Hospital, then do that review. Well, let me know your thoughts down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, this is her girl. So then we say